If you are looking for a job right now and failing at it, stop blaming your resume. There is a good chance the problem isn't you. Because according to a survey by Resume Builder, 4 out of 10 companies admitted posting fake job listings in 2024. And nearly 3 out of 10 said they currently have job postings online that have no intention of filling. Now look at what's happening in India. According to recruitment firm Adecco, ghost job postings are growing by 25 to 30% every year. And Adecco's India director Karthikeyan Kesavan told Economic Times only about 20% of advertised vacancies actually result in a hire. Think about it. Companies say they are hiring. Job portals are always full of openings. But a huge number of applicants never hear back because many of those openings were never meant to be filled in the first place. These are called ghost jobs. And they are becoming one of the biggest hidden distortions in India's job market. Today we are going to answer 3 simple questions. Who is posting ghost jobs? Why are they doing it? And how can you tell whether a vacancy is a real opportunity or just a resume collection exercise? Hello, my name is Nupur and you are watching Control Z on News9. Before we move ahead, here's a humble request. If you like what we do, please like this video and subscribe to our channel. So what exactly are we talking about here? A ghost job. But it's important to differentiate it from an online scam because इस situation में companies जो hiring post करती हैं, they are almost real. The HR team is also real, but the hiring often isn't. In some cases, the position may have already been filled weeks ago, but the listing was never taken down. In other cases, hiring could have been frozen after the vacancy was posted. And sometimes the role is never meant to be filled at all. It may sound a bit weird to many of you, but hear me out. When I spoke to HR professional Shrushti Wagmare, she pointed to multiple cases where candidates were asked to pay money in exchange for job opportunities, only to be completely ghosted afterwards. She says desperation often makes job seekers vulnerable to such scams. In an interview to ET, Aditya Mishra, CEO of staffing firm CIEL HR Services, said that roughly half of the roles job seekers apply for are reposted within weeks. And Adecco put an even more startling number on the problem. Only about 1 in 5 advertised vacancies actually convert into a hire. Now the obvious question is, why would any company do this? Why spend time and often money posting jobs if you don't actually want to hire? That's because companies are getting something extremely valuable from these applications, even when they don't hire a single person. Experts believe the primary reason behind this is to create the appearance of growth. One executive at a mid-sized IT company said that his firm posts vacancies on professional networks even when there is no intention to hire, because a company that's hiring looks healthy, ambitious and successful. Investors, clients and employees like you and I take it positively. The vacancy sort of becomes a marketing. Now some companies are in fact using job seekers for market research. An HR professional told me that his company posts jobs before appraisal season not because they are hiring but because they want salary data. Think about what happens when you apply for a job. You upload your resume, you reveal your experience, your skills, your current salary, your expected salary, and thousands of other applicants do the same thing. That seems like a gold mine of information. The company now knows what competitors are paying, which skills are becoming more expensive, which roles are becoming easier to fill, and how much of a raise existing employees might demand. And they got all that data for free. In fact, some companies use this information to benchmark salaries and plan compensation decisions for existing employees. Now let me tell you another reason why ghost job postings exist. Let's say you're a growing company. You know you'll need 100 engineers next year or 50 salespersons or a new finance team for that matter. The problem is you don't know exactly when. So what do? You start collecting resumes right from the word go. According to Sanjita Mohta, finance and talent manager at Learning Spiral, many businesses advertise jobs to understand talent availability, assess skills in the market, and prepare for future expansion. From the company's perspective, this makes perfect sense. If hiring demand suddenly spikes, they already have a database of candidates. But from the candidate's perspective, it's a completely different story. Let's put some numbers on this. According to estimates, India has roughly 2 million active job seekers every month, collectively submitting around 50 million job applications. Now combine that with another number. Research analyzed by Manas Paul found that a large majority of applications receive no response at all. Think about the process now. Finding the vacancy, reading the job description, tweaking your resume, filling out forms, uploading documents, answering screening questions, applying, waiting, and then nothing. In his LinkedIn post, Manas Paul suggested that ghost postings and applicant ghosting could be consuming tens of crores of hours every month in wasted job search effort. Now, there is also a possible scenario where companies are indeed hiring, but they just don't get the right candidate, and that could be a reason why the hiring post has been active for months. Ankit Agarwal, who is the CEO of Unstop, told India Today that hiring demand today is much more selective than it used to be. Companies may have openings, but they're often waiting for that very specific profile for making a hire. So, how do you spot a ghost job? Number 1. Check the posting date. If a role has been sitting online for 2 months, 3 months, sometimes even longer, be cautious before applying. Number 2. Check the company's own official careers page. See, if the vacancy appears on multiple job boards but not on the company's official website, that's another signal worth noticing at least. Number 3. Look for repetition. Has the same company been advertising the same role for months? Experts say that's often a red flag. Number 4. Pay attention to impossible requirements. The more unrealistic the job description looks, the more carefully you should evaluate it. And finally, don't depend entirely on job boards, because this may be the single most useful takeaway from this entire story. The most competitive place to find a job is also the place where ghost jobs are almost very common. Instead, why don't you look out for genuine referrals, professional networks, direct outreach, industry events, alumni networks, and campus hiring programs if you are a fresher. All of these often produce much better outcomes than blindly firing resumes into online portals. The next time a company doesn't respond to your application, don't automatically assume you weren't good enough. Do your research.